أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله بارئ الخلائق الأجمعين باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء حبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين لا سيما ولي الله الحجة المنتظر المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الأولين والآخرين إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد, respected brothers and sisters, Salamun alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Continuing on our talk on understanding the words and the depth of the words in Dua al-Nudba, supplication taught to us by Imam Sahib al-Amri wa Zaman, is one part of Dua al-Nudba where we cry out, Aynat talibu bidamil maktul bi Karbala. Where is the one who shall avenge for the blood that was spilt on the day of Karbala? One of the roles of our 12th Imam, the functions upon the Dhuhr, is that he will seek vengeance for this pure blood that was spilled in Karbala. Hadith tells us that upon the reappearance of the 12th Imam, when the events within Mecca and Medina and then from there to Kufa, when the Imam from Kufa shall then travel towards Karbala al-Muqaddas. And when he comes to Karbala, hadith by our 5th Imam al-Baqir, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, mentions that the Imam will come to Karbala al-Muqaddas, will enter into the Haram al-Sharif of Sayyid al-Shuhada, will descend down into the Dhari of Imam al-Husain, and then shall come back with the body of Abdullah al-Radhi, the 6-month-old infant who was slaughtered with a 3-pronged arrow. Imam Sahib al-Amri wa Zaman will stand up in front of the people with this body, with Abdullah al-Radhi or Ali al-Asghar, and he will cry out to the people and will say, if there was a sin for the elders, then what was the sin of this infant in that he was slaughtered in this manner? And the Imam shall weep, and the people around him shall weep. Person should aspire that upon the Dhuhr of the 12th Imam, I will be from amongst those who will stand in the same halaqah of matam with the 12th Imam. If I am a reciter of Nawha or Marthia, I should have this hope and this expectation that there will come a day where I will recite the Nawha and the Marthia in the presence of Imam Sahib al-Amr, and he shall weep upon my recitation. It's not far-fetched. When a person has this intention, then even in every aspect of Imam al-Husain's commemoration, he works with ikhlas. If I am a Sahib al-Husainiyya or Sahib al-Majlis, I should have this expectation. One day I wish that from the Dhuhr of the 12th Imam, the Imam will come to our Husainiyya that we administer, or to our masjid that we run and we administer, and shall participate in the Aza and shall participate in the Majalis. This is in addition, there is an extremely deep connection between Imam al-Hujjah al-Mahdi Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajahu al-Sharif and the event of Karbala. And there is a deep connection amongst those who aspire to be from the Ansar and the Ashab of the 12th Imam and the event of Karbala. The 12th Imam, as per the tradition, of Imam al-Baqir salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayhi, as per Kitab al-Ghaiba of Shaykh al-Nu'mani, he states that the 12th Imam shall reappear on a Friday, which shall coincide with the day of Ashura, 10th Muharram. Even the dhuhur of the 12th Imam will be on the day of Ashura, the Maqtal of Sayyid al-Shuhada. And one of the greatest roles, functions after his reappearance, is seeking vengeance for Imam al-Husain. And do not think that Bani Umayyah ended with the fall of Bani Umayyah and the coming of Bani Abbas. La, Bani Umayyah is not a dynasty that existed in history. Abadan, Bani Umayyah exists even today. We see the remnants and the remainders of Bani Umayyah even today in ideology, in appearance, and in action. The world is plagued, Islam is plagued with the same disease that was plagued during the time of Bani Umayyah. Rather, it is a continuation. Today you see these Nawasib and these Khawarij. You look at these entities that are coming out like the Taliban and the Daesh. Are they not a manifestation and a continuation of Bani Umayyah in this day or age, Lola? That time in history, Bani Umayyah used to hunt for the Shias of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib, and massacre them, execute them one by one. Enter Janab, read the history of Misam at-Tammar. Enter, read the history of Hani ibn Urwa. Enter Janab, read the history of Hujr ibn Uday. How were these individuals martyred? How were they executed? The same line, the same mentality continues even today. How many millions of Shia have been killed by these Bani Umayyah representatives in this day and age? There does not go a single week except that you hear Fulan X number of Shias in Pakistan killed, suicide bombing. Their crime was what? They gathered together in a Husainiyah, they were commemorating the Azab Sayyid al-Shuhada. And so you see in Iraq how many millions of people have been killed and slaughtered based on their identity. Enter Janab, your name Muhammad Ali, your name Hassan, your name Hussein, that enough makes you a candidate for execution. During the time of Saddam al-La'in, how many of our ulama were executed? Even before Saddam, look at the scholars through which this religion has continued and has been sustained. Scholars within the Ghaiba of the 12th Imam, what was their outcome? Shahid al-Thani, look what happened to him. Sahib al-Lum'a Damashqiyya. This oppression, because we are Shia. Bani Umayyah is present today just as they were present there. And the leader who will mobilize all these terrorist organizations who do not represent Islam, this Islam of Bani Umayyah, all of them will be mobilized at the end of time under this one head of Sufyani, who is also from the lineage of Abu Sufyan by the name of Sufyani. Sufyani because of his lineage towards Abu Sufyan. Therefore, one of the roles of the one of the functions during the reappearance of the 12th Imam is to seek vengeance for the killers of Sayyid al-Shuhada and to clean Islam and to free the world from the menace of Bani Umayyah and the followers of Bani Umayyah that continue even to this day and age. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant safety to the Shias and the Muslims and the lovers of Ahlul Bayt in every corner of the world, wherever they are. And tab'an, it's always between the brackets as well. We mention that when we have talks like these, it is not to promote sectarianism, neither is it to promote aggression. In fact, there are many lovers of Ahlul Bayt who are non-Shia, who have also been victims of organizations such as Taliban and Daesh, these remnants of Bani Umayyah. But they don't distinguish between themselves, and that is a topic on its own. But what we call over here is from a nida of haq. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant safety to the Shias and the lovers and the followers of Ahlul Bayt, wherever they may be in the world, to hasten the reappearance of our 12th Imam and to make us from amongst his ashab and his ansar. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Muhammadin wa ahli baytihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin.